Hey guys, this is Ayush Aggarwal and this is an experimental video over brachial plexus. So I hope you like it. Okay, so the first step you need to know is the general diagram. So for that you need to draw a simple line like this. Okay, it's not very clear but will do. And a third line that is similar to the size of the first line. And then just make a simple cross between the first and the second line and a diagonal between the second and third, and you're done with 5. This is C5, C6, here's C7, here's C8, and the last T1. There you go. These are the cervical nerves that you need to know. And from here, the first and the third line. So here, the out projection that's coming is the medial nerve. And if we divide these three lines, it will take a red line once again. I'll just make a dot projection, and then this surface. Okay, so now these are divided into 4 parts. The part 1, 2, 3 and 4 that are, you already know, are divided into roots, trunks, divisions and chords. So how to remember that? You have a mnemonic for that, and that's I'll just write it down. It's read the details carefully. So this is what you need to know as a mnemonic for read, that is, take a pencil, roots, then the, that is trunk, then details, that is what? That is divisions, and then the last see carefully, that is chords. So okay guys, forget this 1 2 3 4. We talk about the number of roots, number of trunks, number of divisions. Then these are respectively 5, 3, 6, 3. So these are also very simple. You can simply see that 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 roots are present, but whereas trunk 1, 2 and 3 trunks are present, whereas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divisions are present, and only 3 chords are present in this brachial plexus. Okay, so now we come to the divisions. There are 6 divisions, whereas half of the divisions are divided into anterior and half of them are posterior divisions. So which one of them are anterior and which one are posterior? Just let's see. 1, 2 and a third at the last. These are the anterior divisions. Whereas I'll take another color. 1, 2 and 3. These are the posterior divisions. So the color with brown is the anterior division, whereas the pink color shows the posterior divisions of the brachial plexus. Now the other thing that you need to know is all the posterior divisions unite to form posterior chord, whereas the upper 2 form the lateral chord and the lower 2 form the medial chord. So there are 3 chords that are lateral, medial and posterior chord, whereas the lateral is present over here, posterior over here and medial over here. These are the general information. But other than this, you can know about the suprascapular nerve. I'll just write it down. Suprascapular nerve. This gives off various branches. The first branch is supraspinatus, that supplies the supraspinatus, while the second branch supplies infraspinatus. So this is very simple. Information, and this supplies the clavien muscle, and the chords gives off various branches, and the lateral, medial and posterior chords gives off different branches that I'll just show you. Okay, so let's suppose these are the chords, whereas this is the lateral, this is the posterior, and this is the medial chord. So the branches that each gives off respectively is, I'll just take a red color. Lateral gives off 3 branches, whereas posterior gives 5, and medial also gives 5 branches. So what are these branches? That would be a bigger topic to cover. So the branches given off by the lateral cord are namely lateral pectoral nerve. Just show it, not the correct positioning, but name. Lateral pectoral nerve was the first, and the musculocutaneous nerve, and the third is the contribution to the medial nerve that goes right over here. So these are the 3 branches that are given by the lateral nerve, or sorry, lateral cord. Then comes to the posterior cord that gives off 5 branches. So this has a mnemonic stars or ultra. So I'll just write it down. If we write it ULTRA, or we can say stars, whichever suits you best. So ultra shows upper and lower, and stars S and S also shows the same thing. So I'll just tell you the name one by one. Okay, so here we can assume that this is the posterior cord, and over here we have this ultra. So what is this ultra? First of all, U, that is the upper subscapular nerve. Then L is the lower subscapular nerve. Then T is the thoracodorsal nerve, whereas the R shows the radial nerve, and A is the axillary nerve. I'm not showing the correct positioning, but names are very important that you need to know. Just repeat it once again. U is for upper subscapular nerve, L is for lower subscapular nerve, T is for thoracodorsal nerve, R is for radial nerve, and A is the axillary nerve in the posterior cord, the 5 branches. And if we talk about the medial cord, there are 5 branches in this too. First comes the ulnar nerve, which is different from all the 4 other nerves. But still, if you think about medial cord, just think about the ulnar nerve because it's very, very important. And it comes from the main questions that are being asked in the Viva. The stall nerve starts from the letter M, like the medial cutaneous nerve of arm, medial cutaneous nerve of forearm, medial pectoral nerve, and contribution to the medial nerve. That was coming from the lateral cord as well, and the medial cord. This is the contribution to the medial nerve, and the medial cord supplies all these things like the. So I'll summarize it once again. First is the ulnar nerve, then all rest starts from the letter M, that is the medial cutaneous nerve of arm, medial cutaneous nerve of forearm, medial pectoral nerve, right over here, and the contribution to the medial nerve that goes upside and joins with the contribution with the lateral nerve, lateral cord, and forms the medial nerve. So just to summarize the brachial plexus, we go to the cervical nerves, that is starting from C5 and goes to T1. Then the divisions that are first of all the roots. Then we get the read the, that is trunk, that's R. Then comes the details, that is the divisions, and that is carefully, that is chords. So if you remember the mnemonic, it would be very, very easy for you to remember this in sequence, because many students find it very difficult because it's starting with the letter R and ending with C. Its roots, trunks, divisions, and chords respectively. These are in number 5, 3, 6, 3. Thanks for watching this video. It was an experimental video. I hope you like it.